Hey there, Wondering Watchers. I'm Sony Golden for The Vibe is Golden. Welcome to this special, titillating edition of Tabloid Tarot, which unveils celebrity secrets in love, dating, and supercoupling that are bound to hit the tabloids. In today's titillating tabloid tarot, we're taking a peek at an actress turned duchess turned podcaster turned spiller of royal secrets. We are tossing Meghan Markle's marriage to Prince Harry into the spotlight to be tabloid tarot. So let's see what sensational headline we have for Meghan and Harry. Yeah. Come here, cards. Okay. We have letting go, soul family, sweetness, caution, and Groot slaying cruelty. So what's interesting about this card is this Groot slaying is supposed to be like this mythical creature or cryptid that is supposed to be like the god's first attempt at creating something. You have this elephant and snake that were kind of meshed together, and I guess the gods tried to rectify their mistake, but these Groot slayings are, I guess, deep in caves. They are known to be drawn to jewels and money, and they have an insatiable sense of greed. So you can try to buy them with money. So here with this soul family, it's making me think of the royal family. And here with this letting go, it's kind of making me think of the fact that Meghan and Harry have kind of given up their royal duties. With this sweetness, caution, and cruelty, it kind of seems that there is, possibly something to be cautious about when it comes to someone being sweet, but someone kind of wanting money. So let's kind of explore the titillating tidbits of this story here. So let's look at Meghan's current feelings about the relationship with Harry. You have the High Priestess here. So she feels that there are things that are hidden, things that are known, that there is kind of like a certain amount of information that she needs to kind of know based on like history, possibly history of the royal family, maybe even Harry's own personal history, and some things that she has to kind of go with her intuition on. I'm going to clarify that, see if there's something more we can get. We have the Eight of Swords here. So in terms of the feelings about the relationship, it seems that there's the things that are hidden. Meghan feels she needs to keep them hidden, possibly having a sense of she can't say certain things or do certain things, even though they are kind of on their own financially, I guess, even though they are still using their connection to the royal family to earn money. There are certain things that with their relationship she can't really express freely with Harry. So let's see about Harry's feelings about the relationship with Meghan. We have the Three of Cups here. So this is a card of celebration, party. To some degree, it seems like his marriage is kind of like the wild child, being rebellious and living it up. I'm going to clarify this. We have the Six of Cups here, and it is a sense of kind of looking back on childhood. So to some degree, this celebration, this kind of being intoxicated with doing his own thing with Meghan, it's making me think of his childhood and Princess Diana, where he was kind of thinking about how she really wanted to get out of the royal family as well, and did. So to some degree, his relationship with Meghan is almost like a toast to his mother. So let's see what Harry and Meghan have in common. We have the Magician. They both have kind of a sense of confidence, accomplishment. They are talented. They have resources available. And there is a bit of, possibly trickster vibes in there. So let's see the strongest aspect of their relationship. Here we have the Knight of Swords. And so basically the strongest aspect of their relationship is this ability to kind of speak freely, kind of do what they want, and know that they're going to get attention for it. They might not have like everything laid out in their path in front of them, but they're going to jointly speak their mind to the public. So let's take a look here at what does not work about the relationship for Meghan. Oh, interesting. We have the Empress and the Emperor. So to some degree, this it maybe just be the kind of the title things don't work for her. The fact that they are seen as just archetypes, labels. So I'm going to see here. I'm going to clarify that since they wanted to come out together. We have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, what doesn't work for her is that traditional roles that they have to fulfill. And she kind of is looking for something more dramatic, more of a spark, more of a thrill. So let's see what she is willing to do to make things work. We have here the, I believe this is the Youth of Wands, or the Page of Wands. So being more expressive, being more theatrical, being in touch with their like her inner rebel to a certain degree, and kind of doing her own type of magic. So it's making me think of the fact that she has that podcast. So that's kind of, maybe her way of breaking out of this stuffy mold a little bit. So let's see what does not work about the relationship for Harry. We have the Angel of Death here. So some type of loss, some type of transformation, some type of growth, lifestyle change doesn't work for Harry. Let's get some clarification about that. We have the Six of Swords. So this idea of, moving on. And in this card, it's hard to see, but in the back, there's like a ship that's wrecked. So it's kind of like they're not where they were, and they're not where they want to be. You got the shipwreck. So to some degree, it's making me think of this like letting go aspect of the soul family. So, letting go of that connection to the royal family seems like it might not necessarily work for Harry. It's almost like this kind of is Harry's energy and this is Meghan's energy. So let's see what Harry is willing to do to make this relationship work. We have the Knight of Wands here. So Harry is willing to pursue whatever, spark that, Meghan wants to throw out there. He is kind of willing to kind of feed that flame, feed the desires that Meghan might have. So let's take a look at external factors that impact the progress of their relationship. We have the Three of Pentacles. So it's kind of the people that want to work with Harry and Meghan. So it's kind of like making me think that most people want to work with Harry and Meghan and use their royal family connections to, do projects, bring attention to their projects, make money. So to some degree, it's kind of like, well, if people keep coming to them just to expose the royal family secrets or to create more tension between Harry and Meghan and the royal family versus people who just want to do projects with them because of their humanitarian efforts or their efforts outside of their, Duke and Duchess titles. So let's take a look at the next step in this relationship, the outcome. We have here the Ace of Swords. So some type of new endeavor, maybe another new book, maybe a joint book for them. I'm going to go ahead and clarify that because I can. We have here the King of Cups. I think in this deck it is the like the angel of mature water, something along those lines. So here it seems like what's next has to do with a focus on Harry revealing some aspects. Maybe Harry will be speaking his truth, whatever that might be. So thanks for watching this special titillating edition of Tabloid Tarot. We'll see you next time. Take care.